record starting lineups. Middlesbrough with the least goals in the Premier League this season. Brad, that's worrying.
Yes, it is worrying. 4-3-3. That puts a lot of pressure on people like Grzanic, who gets the starting goal. Ben Gibson and Bernardo Espinosa, the two central defenders, puts a lot of onus on them that they have to keep clean sheets to get results. Martin de Roon, also pivotal figure in the defensive stance on that, but they're going to want Grant Ledbetter, Adam Clayton to try to get forward and provide some sort of service for Stuani. He's got the most goals in this front line with 4 goals. Rudy Gastede, Adama Traore. On the bench, they do have an ex-Man City player in Negredo if they need some goals, but even he's been struggling to find form, finding the back of the net. So defensively, very good. Offensively, they've been struggling.
All right, let's take a look at the opposition. Pep Guardiola countering with this starting 11. Eric.
And it will be Bravo, not Caballero today, which is standard for this kind of competition. Zabaleta and Clichy will be out wide. Stones and Otamendi in the middle of the park. And then that 4-1-4-1, Yaya Toure, who is affectionately regarded as Uncle Yaya by Leroy Sané, will take his spot on the left wing. Silva and Kevin De Bruyne. That's, for me, when these two are on, they are absolutely fantastic. And in all of this trials and tribulations of Aguero's season, he's still managed 23 goals. I think he scores today again.
There's history being made today. It's the first ever FA Cup quarter-final without recourse to a replay. So extra time and penalties, we will have a winner today. Toure digging it out for Pablo Zabaleta and Silva. It's a third-minute lead for Manchester City.
Well, John, it just seems to me that Middlesbrough haven't started. They had the early scare when the ball was cut back from Sané. This time, they just sit back. They allow City to dominate possession, work the ball from left to right. Zabaleta totally unmarked on that right side. An opportunity for Sterling, it pops away from him. As we see Zabaleta totally unmarked, completely isolated, and then fires it in. There's 3 options. But they need some adventure now. They need to take a little bit, throw caution to the wind to try and create chances.
It's a decent header down by Gastede, but Jerome not far enough advanced to take advantage. To return to Major League Soccer with Atlanta United. Made their bow in the American top flight last weekend. Here's Traore, who is probably the quickest player on the pitch. De Bruyne looking for the pace of Sané this time, and Sané chose to play it across, looking, I think, for Aguero.
I think he was, John, you're absolutely right, and I'm surprised because with his pace he gets in. Brilliantly timed run, good first touch, knocking it out of his feet, and you can see.
Tackle from an unpromising angle by Antonio Barrahan on Sané.
Yeah, Barrahan's got.
First time hit. It's a wayward one by the Dutchman de Roon.
Well, it worked, and de Roon was certainly within distance of them.
Ledbetter. It's carried away off the line by Bravo. It very nearly was the set piece that undid Manchester City. And another headed effort, this time from Rudy Gastede. Just over the crossbar.
Well, there's the threat, and Bravo gets away with it, and it's Zabaleta that comes to his rescue.
Manchester United affiliations of yesteryear are remembered by the City fans. Fabio with the shot.
It's a good run, positive in the way.
Silva with time to pick out his options. Manages to. De Roon early, and Negredo's header. Stuani arriving.
Well worked down the right, and this is a chance, a good chance, because Stuani gets a run on the inside of Zabaleta who slipped.
Aguero. Silva. De Bruyne, and the header wide by Yaya Toure.
Oh, chance for Toure. Because
De Bruyne. It's caught late. Ledbetter, yellow card.
Yeah, second one.
Half-time at the Riverside. And Manchester City favourites to win today. Toure. De Bruyne. And Sterling missed his kick. Silva should have scored his and City's second.
Well, it was almost a carbon copy of the early goal they scored in this game. The space exploited down the right-hand side for City. The ball pulled back, this time by De Bruyne.
He's chosen Sterling. And Aguero!
And Silva.
And Sterling misses his kick, and Zabaleta! Well, he feels that should be a corner. Goal kick is given.
Well, Zabaleta's strike. You could...
De Bruyne.
Oh, looking for the run of Aguero. Immediately gets the ball out of his feet. He's not beaten by now. Still in this FA Cup tie.
Silva for Sané. Silva again. And Guzan on the stretch.
A good stop. Because this one from Silva, not so sure he struck it as perfectly as he would have liked, but it certainly had the direction.
Sané lining one up. And Guzan. Reliable and stout again.
He's kept it out. It's come from distance.
Open ground ahead of Leroy Sané.